if we are talking about historical fuck-ups, probably the Spanish Armada.
Well, I mean that.
That's not in the history books in Spain.
Of course not.
That part is like, yeah, well, we kind of cut the biggest forest, biggest even than the Black Forest in Germany, bigger
Yes.
than that.
Yeah. We created our own desert.
Monegros,
Yeah.
Monegros,
Yeah.
which means that it's a
Black
Black
Forest.
Mount.
Yeah.
Black Mounts. You couldn't see a thing because it was so dense.
So dense.
And they cut it down, and it's a desert now.
Well, of course.
It's the biggest desert in the south of Europe.
Spain has created its own climate change.
Yes, by cutting down. There is this saying that in the past, a squirrel could go from the north of Spain to the south of Spain without touching the floor,
That's right.
touching the ground.
Yes.
But we kind of
Yeah.
deforested the country by building not one, two
Two
Spanish armadas,
Yeah.
and both failed
Yeah.
miserably.
Like I said, they needed to get what's the word they use today? What's the word they use? Outsource. The Spanish needed to outsource, but they were too proud. They hired Spanish captains instead. Like I said, navigators.
Here we go.
You should have just said, "Oh, yo, Christopher, you got a brother down there, mate. Come on, mate. We need you for this Armada."
Oh, it was hilarious.
The irony as well, the irony of it, the irony, which is even better, right, is that they take the boat along the coastline, get permission through France to go along the coastline of France, go around, and they can see the British coast. They can see the British coast as they go through the channel,
Yeah.
They can see it, right? They can see the coast. But they say, nah, let's go and relax in Rotterdam because Spain owns Rotterdam.
They had to pick up more troops.
From Rotterdam,
Yes.
right? But imagine, they now got the troops on board in Rotterdam. They don't even take a flipping Dutch sailor, navigator. And they're in Rotterdam now, and there's a fog going on, right? Where is Britain?
Hey, I have to say, I've been sailing in the middle of fog, and even with
It's
today,
a killer. Like, what the fuck? Oh, can you imagine? Yo, Sancho, did we not see rain on the way here? Yeah, it
No
was like
more.
summer.
no more for you.
You know full well, mate. How the hell can you miss England? You're sitting in Rotterdam waiting for months. Yeah? You get the troops on board and the fog happens and you still don't know where England is.
Look, sailing in the middle of the mist, fog, dense fog, is very difficult.
I absolutely agree. However, right? When you see a coastline 20 miles away in the summer shining back at you, it's like being in Calais, right?
What summer? This place is like Mordor.
Come on. You look at Calais, right? You look across from Calais to Dover, and you don't know how to get to Dover. That is the most endying statement in the history of mankind. I mean,
Well, it's kind of strange that they were able to arrive to Rotterdam, but they weren't able to cross.
Good question. That is unbelievable. The Vikings did it repeatedly every summer
Maybe
and spring.
was because of the rum.
Yeah, maybe.
Sancho is drunk. What's your job? Infantry. Doesn't matter. Give him the wheel.
I'm telling you. When you look at the messages between the Queen and the captains, arguing with each other, and then he said, "Oh, let's wait. No, you need to go. Nah. It's, okay.
the worst of these,
Yeah.
particularly the second one,
Yeah.
is very well documented.
Oh, it's amazing.
It's fucking embarrassing, man.
Yes, amazing. How are you gonna get to England? Well, let's just keep going along the coast.
That is. So, do you know what?
They even ended up in Scandinavia. Some of the Spanish.
That's army level.
Amazing fuck up. That is just
That's army level.
amazing.
They could make a sitcom about the Spanish Armada going around. And they arrived to Ireland.
They're getting to Ireland. I mean, can you imagine?
And I think that's why my wife has Spanish and Irish
Irish
blood
blood in
at
her.
the same
Yeah,
time in
yeah.
similar proportion.
Yeah. But when you look at where England is, facing the North European coastline.
Just in front. No, sure, Sancho was drunk. Sancho was drunk. Sancho
You
was
can
like,
imagine the Queen of
here is
England.
just in front. Just go straight that way. Let me sleep.
I can't believe how you can cock it up like that. England is there, you get to Ireland, and then you get to Scandinavia. It's like, how the fuck did you do that?
Yeah. So whoever took the wheel just kept sailing around.
Yeah, basically,
And they arrived to Ireland.
Listen, they even ended up in Denmark and Sweden. That's
Yeah.
how bad it is. That's where they get the dark hairs from.
But what happened when they arrived to Ireland?
Oh, well, what can I say about that? Come on. A bunch, you land on a beach with full of ginger people. Yeah. Hey, hey, McEwan, what's this, that? The ladies must say, ooh, he look nice. I'll take care of him for you. Took off his clothes. Ooh, Sancho is big, isn't he? Look at him. He's a big guy. And Sancho's like, oh, mio. And the poor Irish girl says, everybody go home. Give him some air. Had a good time.
A few months later, Sancho was in prison for being Spanish,
Nah,
for being an enemy.
Sancho wasn't even imprisoned. Sancho stayed and died in Ireland. He was getting a lot of attention from the locals. Believe me.
Oh.
I'm sure Irish don't like to talk about their past too often, but I bet you.
Oh. Irish were Catholic.
Absolutely.
The Spaniards were Catholic.
And,
they kind of understood each other.
Well, one spoke Irish and English, and the other one spoke Spanish. There's only one language that needs matter in between there.
But look, at least, after all these things that we talk about, go there, that's better, go kill everyone. They don't believe in God like us. They don't believe in the Virgin.
Yeah.
When these guys arrived to Ireland and went to mass,
Yeah.
they failed at home.
Oh, yeah.
I recognize that. They have virgins here.
Yeah.
I
They
think
got
we're
loads
going
of
to
virgins.
send letters home. Just send letters saying that we never made it.
Oh, yeah.
We never made it.
Yeah. Yeah.
We stayed here. I like ginger girls.
To this day, there's not a single ferry from Ireland to Spain, yeah?
There is not a single ferry from Ireland to Spain. They never wanted to go back.
Most definitely not. They went and got their Irishness in there, mate. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh,
but I tell you, worst navigators.
Probably.
I've got to say that honestly.
You're
Worst
probably right. Yeah.
When you look at history,
difficult to argue with that. Actually, yeah.
I don't want to boast of my own nation's achievements, but for God's sake, navigation.
France. I mean, Napoleon. It's too long to talk about it.
What do you mean?
But Napoleon is such a badass in history terms. Anyone who is interested, please read about the 7 times Napoleon defeated all the armies of Europe together.
Yes, he did. That he did.
Here, they have a place to celebrate the Battle of
Wellington,
Waterloo.
Yeah. One battle.
One time,
Yeah.
they defeated him.
Well,
Now,
with the
how
help
ma-
of other nations. Don't forget, with the help of
I
other
mean,
nations.
I would imagine if Napoleon woke up right now, he would be like,
One time they beat me.
one time they beat me and they make a station about it.
Yeah.
What about the other 6? I fucked them up. Hi. I know you want me to go back to my country. Click subscribe, click like, and share the video, and you will probably succeed.